them help the president get a good team, because the president, I'm sure his inner circle helped him come up with these nominees. But now the National Assembly, which is a very, very crucial arm of the government, should be in a position to assist the government, the executive, come up with competent nominees to occupy these cabinet positions.
Exactly.
Because without a competent cabinet, then believe me, Victor, the president will not deliver on his mandate. And remember, Kenyans have a lot of expectations from the president.
Because they say that the delivery of the president will depend on his cabinet.
Yes.
Because the president will not be directly involved. He delegates his duties to the cabinet that he'll have.
Yes.
So this kind of cabinet that the president is constituting, I've asked a question here before. Technocrats or politicians or a blend?
From what I see, I think it is purely politicians. I think 99% are politicians, maybe with a professional, with a technical mind. But I think most of them, Victor,
politicians.
They are politicians.
Yes.
That is the truth. They are politicians. And to be a politician is not a crime. To be a politician should not make you not become a technocrat. So I think because a politician also understands the real needs of the people. Sometimes we need to strike a balance, because you can hire a technocrat who does not even know the real issues affecting the mwananchi, who does not know how to engage the mwananchi and know what the mwananchi wants.
Okay, let me ask you this question. As a Speaker of the County Assembly, what should you expect from the County Hall? Because the CSS who will be picked, the decisions and the signatures that they will do, or they'll have, will directly affect even the operations of the County Assembly and even the counties. So what should you expect from the County Hall?
I expect the appointment committee at the County Hall to appoint and to vet and approve people who will work with them in ensuring proper service delivery to the people of Kenya. Because remember, these cabinet secretaries are supposed to appear before various committees in the House and account for what they are doing.
Right.
Yeah. So, you can have some people who are very arrogant and who does not even have regard to the parliament. But since these people, most of them are politicians, I'm sure they know they will respect the House.
They're friends and they know
they are friends, and they'll appear before them and be accountant. But the question is, will you do proper oversight on your friend, Victor?
That's
a question which we need to speak on lot on, but let's hope, friends aside, these people will...
service delivery is key.
Exactly, because these are state offices. And being a CC actually is a very, very senior position in government. Actually, the success of any government depends on the capacity of the cabinet. And I believe, just like myself in Kitui County, I will assist the governor come up with a good cabinet, because as a speaker, I am automatically the chair of the appointment committee, and I'll make sure that the list, the names which we shall approve people who are competent to serve in government. People who understand what the mwananchi wants, and people who are there to ensure proper service delivery to the people. Because after today, Victor, after Musalia Mudavadi is vetted and approved, after Duale, Kuria, all those nominees are vetted and approved, believe you me, they will even be more powerful than these MPs. And maybe to reach them will become a problem. But they should always know that they should be accountable to the people of Kenya through the elected members of Parliament.
That aspect that members of they should come and answer questions to the full house in Parliament. Something that we've never seen in the last regime. And now President Ruto is also proposing that members, the cabinet secretary should come and answer questions in the floor of the House. I don't know what's your thought of that.
I agree with it.
Yes.
Because, there should be proper and efficient accountability. But of course, before they go to the full house, they will appear before the sectoral committee in charge of that particular department. Then now, from the sectoral committee, they can appear before the full house and give an account of what they have been doing in their particular department. That's a good thing. That's a good thing that the president is giving the parliament the chance to properly put his government on check. And the president as well is our senior, is our president. We respect him, but I believe from what he said during his inaugural speech after his swearing in, he should also allow the
that is Speaker
opposition
of the National Assembly.
Yes.
Moses Wetangula. I think right now what's happening there is just housekeeping, giving instructions and guidelines on whatever is going to happen. And when you see a speaker there, that gives a clear indication that that exercise is just about to begin, because once the speaker has taken his position, then we should expect that the first candidate will be taking his position anytime from now. With this, and based on what you've just said, cabinet secretaries coming to the floor of the House to answer questions to members of parliament. Do you really think this is exactly what should also happen to the county assemblies, where CECs are also answerable to the county assembly members?
That is true, Victor.
Yes.
There should be a complete replica of what happens at the National Assembly, at the county assembly, because to be honest, we are guided by the same procedures.
Exactly.
These procedures are more or less the same. They are only customized to fit in a particular county, but they are more or less the same procedures. And I believe my governor will allow us, the assembly, to assist him put his cabinet on check. Because some of these cabinets can also go against the governor.
Yeah.
Because you see, once you are given that responsibility, you can make decisions which are binding to the county government without even the governor having a know-how of of the decisions you have made.
Yes.
So the governor, I'm sure, will allow the assembly to do their job of oversight, and we are seriously asking him to allow full participation of the members of the county assembly during all public participation forums. And also when the executive is working on project implementation, let also the members of the county assembly be fully involved during project implementation. Because it is at the level of project implementation that is where now you can start doing your oversight. But if he wants to involve us at the last minute, after a project has not been done properly, maybe a bridge
that you will not have a background check on what really happened.
We want actually to work as a team with the executive, but that does not mean that we sleep in the same bed with the executive. No, let them do their job and we do our job, but let us be partners who work with mutual respect to each other. Let the executive respect the assembly, because actually when you talk of protocol in the county, any county government, after the governor we have the deputy governor, then we have the speaker, members of county assembly. But you see in some situations where a CEC or even a CEO thinks they are even superior to a member of county assembly. That one I will not allow actually in my county, and I've said it before. And actually that should be the same thing should happen at the national level, whereby an MP who has been given that mandate by the people of his or her respective constituency should be senior to the CS.
Exactly.
Not the other way around.
But the question is, can that happen selectively? For example, Kitui County or Nairobi or whichever county, that they have their own standing orders where CECs appear before the members of the county assembly to answer questions. Can a particular county have that standing order? Or should it happen generally in all the 47 counties?
No, they can have their own standing orders. Yes, they can have their own standing orders. We have only said that, you see, many county assemblies replicated the standing orders from the National Assembly. But when they come down to their level now, they can customize them to fit their particular needs. And no law can prevent a particular county assembly from now putting orders which now indicate that a CEC should come to the full house
yes.
and give a report of what they are doing. So, Victor, in my honest opinion, I think it is high time that elected or nominated leaders who are representatives of the people should
answer questions from the committee there. That is a live feed from the county hall. And of course, today we have, being the Monday 17th, we have got Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, Honorable Justin Muturi, we have Honorable Eden Bare Dwale, Honorable Dr. Alfred Nganga Mutua, and finally today is Honorable Alice Wahome, who is now the MP of Kandara and being vetted for the position of water and sanitation. Director, probably can take a quick listen on what's happening on the floor of the House there.
Additionally, the National Assembly Standing Order 2044 spells out the mandate of the Committee on Appointments, which is to consider for approval by the House appointments of the Cabinet Secretaries under Article 152(2) of the Constitution. The procedure for conduct of approval hearings of constitutional appointments is provided for in the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act number 33 of 2011, hereinafter referred to as the Act. Section 5(1) of the Act provides that the appointing authority shall, upon nominating a person for an appointment to which the Act applies, notify the relevant House of Parliament accordingly. Pursuant to Section 5(1) of the Act, the House received a message from His Excellency the President nominating secretaries, the Attorney General, and the Secretary to the Cabinet. Upon receipt of the message, the Speaker notified the House of the message from the President in communication dated 6 October 2022 and guided that the Committee on Appointments does proceed to conduct the vetting exercise and approval hearings as required under Article 124(4)(a) of the Constitution. Article 118 of the Constitution provides that Parliament shall facilitate public participation and involvement in the legislative business and other business of Parliament and its committees. Section 6(4) of the Act further provides that the clerk shall notify the public of the time and place for holding an approval hearing at least 7 days prior to the hearing. In this regard, the clerk did publish an advert in the local dailies and notify the public of the time and place for holding the approval hearings of the nominees in accordance with the requirements of Article 118 of the Constitution and Section 6(4) of the Act. Section 6(9) of the Act provides that any person may, prior to the approval hearing and by written statement on oath, provide the clerk with evidence contesting the suitability of a candidate to hold the office to which the candidate has been nominated. To this end, and in accordance with the requirements of Section 6(9) of the Act, the clerk, via an advertisement published on 7th October 2022 in various local dailies, did invite the public to submit memoranda contesting the suitability of any of the persons nominated to the offices of the Cabinet Secretaries, Attorney General, and the Secretary to the Cabinet. By close of the date and time of receiving the memoranda from the Public Committee had received a total of 22 memoranda which the committee shall consider in seeking to determine the suitability of the respective nominees to hold office. total of 22 memoranda which the committee shall consider in seeking to determine the suitability of the respective nominees to hold office.